The small plane took off in foggy weather, leaving 5 people dead, including a newlywed couple from Baltimore. That crash happened in Central Florida on Christmas Eve, and tonight loved ones are heartbroken. WJZ investigator Mike Halgren is live in Federal Hill, where that couple lived, to tell us more about them. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Lynn. Merry Christmas, everybody. Victoria Shannon Worthington taught 4th grade in the city. Her husband, Peter, was a law student at the University of Maryland. The sheriff in Florida believes they died instantly. Federal Hill neighbors describe Victoria and Peter Worthington as a charming young couple. Their lives came to a sudden end on Christmas Eve during a trip to Florida when Victoria's father took them on his plane and crashed. Catherine Gates Skipper was a family friend.
He made a difference. And you know, it's important because it's people like him that spread the cheer and make the difference.
But what I'm most proud of are the daughters that I've raised on my own.
Victoria's father, John, spoke about his daughters in this campaign ad when he ran for a state representative seat in Florida 3 years ago. Victoria married Peter in June and taught at the Baltimore International Academy on Frankfort Avenue. Victoria taught 4th grade English here and wrote that she hoped to inspire a love of learning in students, which she considered the heart and soul of the classroom. In addition to working on a law degree at the University of Maryland, Peter Worthington did video production, making this video for his alma mater, Baltimore County's McDonough School.
Students needed to know things so that they could be prepared for college.
The local sheriff who responded to the crash knew the family well. He says the fog on Christmas Eve was just too thick for the plane to safely take off.
I asked my pilot, who is, by the way, our senior pilot, who has decades of aviation experience, should anyone have been taken off in a small aircraft in this fog? And he said, no, sir, absolutely not.
Certainly we wish we could rewind this. And if we could, you know, I would wrestle him to the floor to keep him from getting in that airplane.
Visibility was less than a quarter of a mile. The NTSB is still investigating. This would have been the newlyweds' first Christmas together since their marriage a few months ago. Reporting live in Federal Hill, Mike Halgren, WJZ.
Just so sad, Mike. Thank you. Grief counselors will be on hand at Baltimore International Academy when school resumes January 2nd.